Toaru Ossan no VRMMO Katsudouki is the Japanese title. The English title, there are two English titles to this anime: A Certain Middle-Aged Man's VRMMO Activity Log, or A Playthrough of a Certain Dude's VRMMO Life. The plot of this anime is there is a VRMMO called One More Free Life Online that just released. A 38-year-old office worker logs into the game as a young boy. With his boring adult single life, Tanaka in the game decides to master all the useless skills, like making potions that take forever to make, making bizarre weapons to fight monsters, and cooking food that isn't needed because the game just has in-game of mods to give you food. Episode 1 opens up with our character coming home from work and starting the game for the first time. He explains that he wants to look average in the game so he doesn't stand out. He only has a max 3 hours per day to play in the video game, so he doesn't want to join a party to disappoint them for not always being there, and he wants to have the useless skills like bows and arrows or even magic that are not too good of skills to have, so he's left alone. No one pays attention to him, but he doesn't stand out too much for being alone. He just blends in with everyone. When he logs into the game, he decides to have his character name as Earth, and Earth gets picked on right away as he walks around the beginning town. He gets picked on for having a bow and arrow because the player who picks on him tells Earth that the bow and arrow is useless in the game, so why would he have even picked that? So he gets made fun of for it. Earth then trains with the bow and arrow, and after 100 shots is finally able to hit his target. Earth has wind magic and can kick as well, just so he isn't too defenseless with his useless bow and arrow skill. Earth then collects flowers and herbs for medicine making, and making medicine takes a while, which is what Earth wants because he has something to do in the game that isn't always maybe hunting down monsters or talking to other players. He can be alone making medicine for however long he wants to. Earth then fights rabbits with his bow and arrow, and the first rabbit, it does nothing. He has to kick the rabbit to defeat him. Then after that, he learns that he can use a stealth skill that he has to defeat the rabbits with his bow and arrow as well. Once he defeats the rabbits, Millie and Ziwi are players who watched Earth fight the last rabbit he fought and wants to be friends with him. Ziwi says that he's never seen someone fight a rabbit like that. He thinks it was hilarious, so he wants to be friends. And they become in-game friends. And Ziwi in the future does want to party up with Earth. Earth uses his sneak skill successfully to kill rabbits with his bow and arrow, which I have no idea if the sneak skill is a useless skill to have, but it's pretty handy because now his useless bow and arrow skill is very important because with those two skills combined of using bows and arrows and using a sneak skill, he can be a super great offensive player. The first day of playing the game is over, and the second day of the game, Earth cooks his rabbit meat that he got yesterday in the game. He makes 3 meats, all tasting better than the last. On his third meat, other players are smelling his delicious food, and Earth cooks for them and sells his food. After he's done selling food, he makes different style bows just so he has something to do and he wants to test out different bow fighting skills. Earth has a vending machine in the game where he is trying to sell his potions and food. Earth has a successful day hunting monsters and selling from his vending machine. In the game now, on his second day of playing, there is a potion shortage, and Earth is surrounded by requests because he's the only player that can make potions, because he's the only one who knows how to make potions that are not already in-game players. He's an out-of-game player. Millie and Ziwi come to help Earth. The man who picked on Earth yesterday of the game comes to Earth and demands he gives him all his potions. Earth tells this player no, and they get into a one-on-one fight. Earth ends up winning the fight, and everyone is really happy about it because that means they're not getting their potions stolen from them, and Earth will still be able to make potions in the future. I mean, this player that just got defeated, Earth defeating him is just a short-term solution. I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing this player a little more in the future, if not even next episode. Day 2 of Earth playing this game ends, and at the end of the day, Ziwi sends him a friend request, which I have no idea if I'm saying Ziwi properly or not. I guess I'll look it up, or maybe someone can comment on how to pronounce his name. It's Zwei, Zhu, or maybe? But that is the end of episode 1. And for this anime, I think episode 1 really sets the tone for the rest of the anime. Seems like Earth just wanted to have a fun time in a game, being alone, being average, no one talking to him just being not in a party. But because he decided to pick useless skills in the game, well, no one else wanted those skills. So now his useless skills are useful because none of the other players know how to do anything that Earth knows how to do. And especially with the game sometimes having glitches of a potion shortage or other glitches of the food tasting bad, but I don't think that's a glitch. I just think it's always going to taste bad. Earth is going to be super popular. So his wanting to play this game just to play it all alone, to not be popular, I'm pretty sure he's going to become popular because he already is with his vending machines for his cooking and potions. But this is definitely a fun, silly, light-hearted anime. So if you are looking to add one of those types of animes in your to-watch list or even currently watching, this is it. It's not a serious anime. It's not even a drama anime. So you can add this fun, silly anime to it, which it's also a adventure-ish anime as well, with sometimes killing monsters, but I'm pretty sure a majority of it is going to be Earth making food, selling potions, and then just trying to figure out different ways to kill monsters with his bow and arrows. But if you liked this video, you can give it a like and subscribe to my channel because that really helps out the channel.